And we are live. So right now we're correct me if I'm wrong, because I haven't been on here in a minute. But we do our pre-show. We'll play
Pre-show.
two songs, two or three songs, and we can
One
talk
song,
over the music.
because
Oh, sorry, just
we
one
started
song
late. Yeah.
because we started late. Feel free to talk over the music while the music's playing. But after the first song, we'll come in and actually start the show that's going to broadcast.
Are you talking to me?
Yes, I am.
I'm okay. I'm Google. I went to YouTube and I can't find it. Kingz. What is this? What is this spell?
I'll text it to you.
Thanks.
Humble King's world premiere.
That's not what I wanted.
Omaha's #1 Christian hip-hop radio show, The Humble Kingz.
Say you want to learn something about the camp, huh?
You can hear the music, okay?
All right.
He
Thanks.
could have picked
Sounds
plenty,
good.
but he chose few among many. If the many could have picked them, then there wouldn't be any. Camp life with the message of the cross that we cherish. I was dead in my trespasses, but didn't perish. I'm aware of it. Headed to hell, I wasn't scared of it. Loving my sin and this adrenaline, nothing compares to it. But Jesus settled the settlement. His blood is evidence. I settle in the remnant village with all my residents. Kenosis, Philippians 2:7, he wrote this when he emptied
All right,
out
you
my
said
temple
that
without
text.
an eviction notice. Focus, mounted on a tree for those planted in the tomb of God's real bloom heroes. Oh no, nothing can save me, nothing less than amazing. Grace that he placed in my life sustains me. I trust in the kingdom come, whatever the outcome, yo, will be done. Yeah.
Man, this ain't no guy. Pitching tents, yeah, my homies on the same old thing.
This dude,
Make the crowd go insane, they tryna party. I don't know why you
Travis Kendrick. I'm gonna send you his tracks. We should save that for
Kendrick
the
Lamar.
I wish. Kendrick recording Christian music now. We should save that for the second show when T's on, because I connected with him through one of T's posts.
Pull up to the show like 5 cars deep. Don't sleep, that's on me. Mars Era and
Is that music cool in your ears?
been the same since they let us on the beat.
Is that music level cool in your ears?
Yeah, turn me up. I'm A.
In the feed?
Yeah. Hey, no. Turn the knob up.
Oh God, know I had to bring him your way.
Yep.
Still got the West behind me like Kanye. Jumping over these squares, we playing checkers. Schooling your favorite rappers, stay rolling with the professor. You see me, you see my crew. I ain't never long range and I ain't throwing up nothing but some grace and 2 fingers.
You get that from Travis Kendrick.
Pitching tents, yeah, my homies on the same old
Can
thing.
you play that song in the second show?
Make the crowd go insane, they trying to party. I don't know why you.
You said you already sent it?
I just sent it.
They like how you sound like that. We ain't know you put it down like that. It's like that. They like how you sound like that. If you don't know we put it down like that. It's like that.
Yeah. Dang game, you just skip the track. Hey, kisses on your boy T to bring it back. Resurrected like the Christ, never coming back. Crew stay mobbing in these streets, I'm just spitting facts. I got paper, no C notes and Benjamins, but BAs and master's degrees, paying dividends.
So Kessa, just so you're aware, like we're just gonna this super informal Kisa. I'm sorry, Kisa.
Like pizza.
Kisa. Okay,
Pizza like pizza.
Kisa like pizza. This interview, we're just gonna talk to you about what you do in your ministry, kind of get to know you and your story. I know we talked a little bit about all of that, so I just want to share you with our audience, basically.
Make the crowd go insane, they trying to party. I don't know why you came, Mr. Campus all day. They like how you sound like that. We ain't know you put it down like that. It's like that. They like how you sound like that.
Are we live on
If you don't
Facebook
know
right
we
now?
put it down like that.
Yes, we are.
Slide on
I don't see
them,
it.
get live on them. Hands high, beat slapping, high five on them. Slide on them, get live on them. Hands high, beat slapping, high five on them. Boom, 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 boom. Slapping, high five on them. Boom, 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 boom.
Yeah, y'all. Let me get this last tag and we'll be
There it is.
going. All right, so last week, I don't think Facebook was hating on us.
No,
Let us run live.
I saw it was airing late. I didn't know why.
It was a replay.
It was a different show.
It was a replay of what we did earlier that night.
Gotcha. Just
Are you tired of hip hop sounding like this?
Whoopie dee scoop. Scoop dee dee whoop. Whoop dee scoop dee poop.
If so, listen to the Humble Kingz Radio Show, Omaha's #1 Christian hip hop radio show.
Ready?
Yep. What's going on, world? This is the Humble Kingz Radio Show. Back with another episode for y'all. I know it's been a minute since y'all heard that intro.
Yeah, who is that talking?
It's the one and only GTDyne Musiq. Here with none other than the
DJ Flyness.
one and only DJ Flyness.
One and only.
We got a pretty awesome show in store for you guys. We got a special guest caller in on the line from, correct me if I'm wrong, Kisa, Los Angeles, California.
That will be, yes.
Awesome. At least I got some right.
Oh, okay.
I'm messing
so
up her name left and right.
It's on the cracking right now.
Yeah, we
It's
got the West Coast connection. DJ Flyness is from Watts.
Yes.
And I was born in
Don't
Anaheim.
count. It don't count.
It does count.
You were born there, and then that was it.
I stayed there until the 3rd grade. Spent the 4th grade in Las Vegas, so that's still kind of West Coast. But since then, I've been in the Midwest. We got a exciting show in store for you guys. Kisa's going to share some of her ministry with you all, and I think it's something that is going to be very beneficial for our listening base. I had a conversation with her a couple weeks ago, and I'm pretty excited about just everything that she represents with her ministry. Kisa, if you could just a real quick snapshot, just let them know. It's Love Thyself, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and what do you represent with Love Thyself?
So Love Thyself is a ministry that God has given me and downloaded in my spirit back in 2013. And he said, Kisa, I'm going to show you how to love yourself the way I love you, so you can go and show others how to love themselves. So I'm going to show you how to love yourself the way the great I am, God loves you. And you go and show others how to love themselves. So it's not a selfishness in Love Thyself, but you're loving your neighbor as you love thyself. You're loving yourself as you love thyself. You're loving everything about who you are as a child of the Most High God. And you're loving everything about that next individual, that child, that man, that woman as a child of the Most High God. So loving yourself is coming from a deeper place from within.
Excellent. We're going to go to a quick music break.
Some music real quick. We're going to finish this world premiere because we're still on the world premiere of Cat and Jones here. So,
are you playing the whole album?
No, I cannot. I do not have permission yet.
Okay. It's the same song?
Yes, I cannot play the album until the album come out. I only have permission to play the one song.
Gotcha.
So I'm going to obey his orders there. This is Cat and Jones. So.
Respect that gangster.
Yeah, whatever.
It's the Humble Kingz Radio Show. We will be right back.
Omaha's #1 Christian hip hop radio show, The Humble Kingz.
Put some respect on my name. Oh, you didn't do the world premiere.
Humble Kingz world premiere.
We got Christina Brumley, Samantha Francie, 2 others I can't see in the Facebook Live. What's going on, y'all? Thanks for tuning in. It's been a long time. It's been a really long time since I've been on the Humble Kingz Radio Show. It's okay. I'm back. But you know, I don't freestyle. Nope. I don't freestyle.
Yeah, Jesus is real, ain't no joke. People getting healed by the word that he spoke. Took 2 fish, 5 loaves of bread, and 5,000 hungry souls he fed. When I found him, I found a new life. Made me wanna do right. Walking out of darkness and I'm walking in the new light. I remember it was real bad on a few nights. Jesus came in and made it alright, yeah.
Yes, it's a work polo night. Yep.
Yeah, for real.
I put the red on Christine for the 49ers, though.
They're going to lose the Super Bowl.
Yeah, whatever. Now, we're going to talk about that when we come back, too.
Walking in the power and the trail of a
It's okay. I understand, you 49 fanners. It's been a long time since you guys got to celebrate a Super Bowl victory. So,
Oh my goodness.
It's okay. Patriots
played
were
too
in
much.
there like almost every other year.
You just mad that we made it without cheating.
You know what? I am mad my Patriots got eliminated in the first round. But honestly, I don't watch
Wild
it,
card.
So it don't matter.
All right, so everybody can hear her.
Okay. Jesus is real to me. Oh, that shit real to me. It means all the world to me. Yeah. Means all the
How many songs you doing?
Just one.
Jehovah God is He. That's right. Supplier of my need. Jesus is real to me. Yeah. Jesus is real to me. You're so real. Oh. Yeah. Jesus is real. I know. You're so real. Yes, he's real now. Jesus is real. Jesus is real now. Jesus is real. So many ask me, did I write these lyrics? Not only did I write them, I walk in the spirit.
Humble Kingz World Premiere.
I'm not to add those in.
Nephew, I'm gonna kill you by pushing the song up to F. You know you're supposed to leave that song in E flat.
Hey, yo, what's good, y'all? This your boy K-Drama, and you're checking out the Humble Kingz, Omaha's #1 Christian hip-hop radio show.
And we are back.
Did you get Ken Jones to record a drop?
No, I got a whole album though. Months before it came out.
That's dope. That's really dope. So we have Kisa. I said it right?
Yes, sir.
Awesome. We had Kisa on the line. Love Thyself. It was really interesting how we connected. I was reaching out to some different. I'm just going to be completely 100. I got. Really interesting how we connected. I think that's from her. I got a whole slew of email addresses for radio shows and radio stations, and I responded to that, just trying to find more stations to carry Humble Kingz show, and she responded. We had a conversation talking about she actually. Do you still host a radio show?
So I was hosting on KGLH 102.3 Stevie Wonder's radio station, and I was on every first and third Sunday at 7 p.m. But I don't know if everybody knows, when it comes to owning radio airtime, you have to pay for it. So here in Los Angeles,
pay to play, yeah.
It's pretty pricey. And I was on for a year and 1 month, but I was on that station, and then I was on the internet radio station here in Los Angeles, and then I was on an AM station in Los Angeles. But I am going to be on another station really soon coming up. So that's what's in the future.
Yeah, that's very true. Shout out to everybody who's carrying us.
Yes.
We're a little blessed to be free. We were working to pay for Mind and Soul, and God blessed us with being able to be on there for free. Now, are you working back over there?
Nah, I don't even think they carry us.
Oh, I don't know. I'm at Bible study right now. I mean Sunday school.
I'm either in church or training whenever this is airing, wherever you are. The cool thing is with us being on internet radio stations is there's multiple days a week. I know that while we're recording right now, last week's show is airing on one of the internet stations.
Yep.
Monday we have another station that carries us, and I couldn't tell you the other days. I'll get it figured out, and we'll have that for you guys. But follow the Instagram page. We've been posting some content on there. Just letting you guys know when and where you can find us, and just some other interesting stuff about Christian hip hop. But back to our interview. Kisa. I keep wanting to say Kessa. I'm sorry. So we connected talking about the internet land and how difficult it is to get support. And I think that's something that is across the board for all things Christian is, sometimes you got to pay to participate.
That is so true. But what you are doing the will of God and walking in your gifts and calling and being obedient unto it, God will make provision to where you will have the finances to be able to afford what it is that He's calling you to do. So when it comes to ministry, I believe that we just have to trust God to be able to give us the platform. And I did pray. I said, Lord, I would like to get on a major platform after I was on internet radio for 1 year, and that prayer was answered. And I was on that major platform for that 1 year. I was able to do the Stellar Awards. I was able to interview
Wow.
many people of the Most High God, actors, entertainers, all in the gospel world, and clips. I have clips of it. I have voiceovers of it, and it was a very great experience last year at the Stellars in March. So many doors opened. I was able to do a gospel brunch here in the Los Angeles area, where I marry mental health and spirituality, because when it comes to love thyself, that is the main focus. Making sure that you have your mental health in alignment with what God is saying for your life.
Excellent. Excellent. I love that point. And that was what I really focused in on our conversation is the mental health and spirituality. I feel like mental health is something that is it one, there's a major attack on mankind in general, in the spiritual realm around mental health. There's like countless people being prescribed of bipolar and ADHD and all these other mental issues. Depression is a really big one. And I didn't mention it when we were on the phone, but even that day that we talked, like that morning that I woke up, I was in such a low place. And after talking to you, like it really lifted my spirits. So thank you. And obviously thank God for that, making that connection on that day. But even since then, I've been having my own battles, and it's something that was actually addressed by my pastor this past Sunday.
Well, when it comes to mental health, it's more than a notion. The Bible clearly gives us vivid experiences of when Jesus was able to cast out demons, where he was able to help different people that were being attacked spiritually because of the demonic forces that were coming into their life or into their psyche or into their world. So God has blessed me to go back to school to get my master's degree in social work. So I'm a therapist by trade. And what I have found in this field is that the enemy attacks the mind. And once he has your mind, he has you. As we know, the Bible says that Satan is the father of lies.
Right.
So he's a deceiver, he's a manipulator, he's a con artist, he's everything pertaining to what a lie is. And when we listen to the lie or buy into the lie, it causes a sense of oppression and depression, and it comes into the body of Christ, and it weighs heavy in the men of God and on the women of God. So what God had gifted me to do was to create a treatment plan. And when I created this treatment plan, I started using this with my clients, and I've seen a significant change and growth. However, you have to apply it and you have to do the work. So I call this love nuggets. I'm going to drop some love nuggets. When it comes to your mental health, you must have a sound mind. And in order to have a sound mind to get to where you need to go here in this life, not just for yourself, but for your wife, for your children, for your grandchildren, for your lineage, for your legacy, for your heritage, you must have a sound, complete mind. And in order to have a sound, complete mind, you got to feed that mind. So even as a single woman, let me backtrack how I came up with Love Thyself. I was married to a gentleman who was a pastor, and I experienced some domestic violence. We were only married for 6 months, and he was like 6'4", 280 pounds. And we got into a slight argument, no cussing, no yelling or anything. I just said, well, you could get your stuff and leave. And he said, what you say? And he beat me up and he broke my rib.
Wow.
So even as a therapist, I was experiencing domestic violence. And I'm like, wait, how do I experience domestic violence in my household? And I'm the one going out to help people. So you have doctors, you have lawyers, you have therapists, you have professional men and women, you have pastors, you have preachers, you have people of clergy, people of the cloth. things are happening, things are going down inside these households. And I believe that people are not talking about it and they're not exposing the enemy. Once you expose the enemy, then he don't have nowhere to run to and nowhere to hide. So we have to make sure that we address every situation. And after that, I went ahead and I went to counseling with my ex-husband and I tried to do everything to make it work. But then he said he met a woman on the internet, started sleeping with her. Then he said he started doing drugs and started doing alcohol. And I'm like, okay, I'm over it. I tried to put the work in and went to counseling and to do the right things because I truly believe in fighting for everything, but making sure that your safety is first. So we did have to stop living with each other because I wanted to make sure my safety was first.
Absolutely.
But with just 6 months of being married, it was devastating, and I had to sleep on my the opposite side for 2 months, and it took a whole year for my rib to heal. So going through something with not just saying, "Oh, love thyself" is coming from a real place of where it was birthed up out of my experiences. In Long Beach, I was raised in Long Beach, California. I ran away at 15, ran away with a drug dealer. I was just out in the world doing so many worldly things. So I wasn't loving myself in a real way. So when you love yourself, then you want to make sure your mental health is checked. When you love yourself, you want to make sure physically you're out exercising or riding a bike or walking or doing something to where you're releasing those happy endorphins. When you're loving yourself, you want to make sure that you're eating right. You got to eat some live food. What is live food? Plantation people. You got to eat some greens. You got to eat some vegetables. So you want to make sure you got to drink water and lay off the sodas. When you're loving yourself, it's full 360 inside and outside. So connecting with a mental health provider, reading self-help books when it comes to the mind, making sure that you're physically addressing some things, at least working out 30 minutes a day. If you have any type of personal goals, if you want to be a business owner, if you want to go back to school, you want to make sure you pay off your debt. I mean, loving yourself is way more than what a person may do just on the surface, but it takes an inner work. And I am your girl. 855 Love Self, LUBSELF. I even do telephone counseling. So if anybody wants some love thyself help, I'm your girl. Holla at your girl because he hollers back.
Hey. We're gonna go to a song real quick. We're actually gonna play your song.
Yeah,
So-
I listened to this song earlier, and I heard my guard dog barking, so I think T in the house.
He said he'll be here about halfway through.
Yep.
Do you want to intro this song and maybe tell a little bit about the background of it?
So that was the background of the song. This song happened after I had gotten beat up about 3 to 4 years ago by my ex-husband. And I went to a homegirl and I was like, hey, God has given me something. Can you rap? I mean, can you make a rap song out of my testimony? So she's like, okay, let me do that. Let me make a rap song out of your testimony. So she made a rap song out of my testimony. And then this is how the Love Thyself song came about.
That's what's up.
Love it.
Listen Up by Keisha, and we got Miss Gospel, who is also singing the second rap song, and then we got our hooks being sung by a lovely lady. So yeah, it's all good. Let's hear it.
Love it.
Hey, yo, what's good, y'all? This your boy K-Drama, and you're checking out the Humble Kingz, Omaha's #1 Christian hip-hop radio show.
Finally found myself in too deep, drown myself, so much trouble I ground myself. Time out, I need some help, and I finally found myself with broken ribs. Looking in the mirror at this image, no coincidence. Then to now, child, I was a child, having a child.
Oh, can you turn your if you're watching on YouTube, can you turn the audio down?
Yeah.
No, I got it in here. No, I wanted to make sure. I wanted to make sure I said it right.
What's going on, bro? Yeah. Keep talking.
Check mic, check 1, 2, 3. Check mic, check 1, 2, 3. T. Barlow from the ONE. In here from NGT. Flyness, you know he be. Rockin' on 1s and 2s. Mic check 1, 2. Mic check 1, 2. Check mic 1, 2. Mic check 1, 2. Check 1, 2.
We're good.
Good.
Okay. Queens, holding it down. Fix your crown.
Put your headphones in here.
On here?
You trying to hear this?
Yeah.
The feed? Put the headphones in here. Because you're hearing on delay.
Figured it out.
Yeah, look, Flyness. Look, they don't call him Flyness.
There's another
for
one in
nothing.
here.
For real.
Just grab another one out of here. Yeah,
Fly with
because
the
you're
hook
hearing
up.
30-second delay trying
For
to
real. I'm like, let me be patient here.
Yeah.
Sorry, that's one of the things I'm working on.
It's all good. Aren't we all? Aren't we all?
Flyness, you want to talk?
Check 1 2.
Yeah, I think that's good. Facebook, y'all let us know how things sound for y'all.
Yeah, make sure my mic sound right, man. You be having me sounding raggedy.
I got you, man. I'm mixing you.
Okay, my fault.
Yeah, it should be good because I ain't got to worry about it. Just let me do over here.
Digging that hook. So T, we have the guest on. I texted about it a couple weeks ago. Kisa, like pizza, but with a K.
Like pizza, but with a K.
Like pizza.
Okay, I mean, that's what, yeah. I don't even know why I said that. Grace and peace, Keita. How you doing?
Hey, how you doing?
Same fight, different day. Can't complain.
That's the pasta, T Barlow.
The pasta.
The pasta. Not the pasta. That's what Jesse calls me.
Fix your crown, crown me now, kings, queens, holding it down. Fix your crown, crown me now.
You want to do the church
What's
excuses?
up, y'all? This is Jay Roach, a.k.a. Mr. Hilarious
somebody to
Hope,
do it.
and you are listening to Humble Kingz, Omaha's premier Christian hip-hop radio show.
And we are back.
We are back.
Yes, we're back like I am because I was gone for a while. These gonna get
I was
corny and
gone
corny.
for a while.
Yeah, you were gone for a minute.
Yeah.
You were gone for long. We back like GT.
I was back for an episode in
99.
December.
Episode 99.
Episode 99.
Yeah.
Which you weren't here for.
Right. Yeah.
But we're all in the house.
Yeah,
Kings
it's
are
been
back
it's been a long
together.
time since we've been together like this.
For real. For real.
To new beginnings.
Yeah.
On to new beginnings.
I won't be here next week.
I won't either.
I don't know. Just making up.
I won't either.
But that doesn't mean we don't have a show. I'm about to say, that don't mean we don't have a show for y'all. Though. We won't have a show for y'all. It's gonna be here.
We will have a show.
Yeah.
So we are back with our interview, Kisa. I love the points that you were making. I was trying to take notes a little bit. I love the points that you made about needing to have a sound mind, a healthy body. Do you have like a point system or like a step system? You know, these are the areas. It seems like maybe there's four legs to a stool, or 3 points of the triangle, or something like that.
Exactly. So when it comes to mental health, it's making sure that you go to the psyche first. So, we got brothers and sisters out there, people that love the Lord, but they got a lot going on. So many crises may arise in anyone's life. Someone may get fired from a job. Trauma may happen because of a car accident. Trauma may happen because of a shooting, or just a recent death of a loved one because of an illness, some type of medical illness such as cancer. Just different things may arise at any given time. And we call that situational depression that may sometimes occur due to the different traumas that come into people's lives. So people are experiencing PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder, because of the traumatic effects that may happen in someone's life. Divorce, you can lose your job. Just so many different things can happen. Your children can start using drugs or alcohol or running away. Just so many different factors. So when it comes to the mental health, it's how do I process what is happening to me while I'm living in this real world? Because real things are happening and things are showing up in my life. But I got to make sure that I am sound and that I'm clear in my judgment, and that I'm not just doing things in a rational way, but I'm doing things in a godly way. What
Amen.
would my father do in regards of me living this life to make sure that I'm in alignment? Because so many people now are taking things to another level to where suicide is at a high risk
Yeah.
because people are not able to handle the pain. Pain is real, y'all. People are hurting out here. People are going through some things out here. There's so many different things that are going on in this world that is beyond our control. God is God and he's going to always be God. But while we're going through the midst of living a life, why not make sure that your psyche and your thought process is correct and clear? Now, a lot of people may have suicidal ideation, which is a thought of suicide, saying, man, I just can't take it no more. Maybe I should just, jump off this bridge, or maybe I should just, go drive my car into a lake. So that's the thought of it. So you don't want people to have the act after the thought. So the thought, they say, sometimes could be kind of normalized depending on the stressor, but you don't want that person to act out. So when it comes to what you're saying in regarding the points, the point is in those, having those key points, make sure that your mind is clear and correct. And if you are having thoughts of suicide, if you are having a crisis in life, if you're having a midlife crisis, if you're going through depression, like how you said, men and women in the body of Christ are going through depression. There's a lot of pastors out here that have taken their life because of suicide, and just a lot of people are burying things and they're suppressing it. Do the mental health checkup. Talk to somebody. Go to a medical provider, talk to a counselor, but do the mental health checkup. And what I found to be another really good point is start exercising. You got to release those endorphins. Those endorphins are so real. That's why Bob and Cindy like running and working out. When you see Bob in the morning at work, he's like, hi, how are you doing? Good morning. Because those endorphins are real, dude. They really release happiness inside of our brains, and it comes from a natural state without us smoking weed or a blunt or drinking. These natural endorphins are released only when you exercise. And then again, making sure that you put some greens in your life, some type of live food, an apple, a banana, oranges, grapes, and then some greenery, some kale, some chard, beets, all that kind of stuff. It really helps with your body to be able to manifest in its healthy space and healthy place. And then if you are going to school, if you are doing anything to try to further your education or whatever your dream is, whatever your God-given purpose is, start working on that. Because what I found is a lot of people are depressed and unhappy is because they're not working in their gifts. They're not operating in things that God have gifted them in. So yeah, there's several different points that can be addressed when it comes to loving thyself. But in order to love thyself, you got to make sure that you go to God to get clear direction on how to love yourself first.
Absolutely. I love the points that you're making. When you were talking earlier and just kind of talking about your story, your background, the question hit me, and it's kind of not even really related to the stuff you were talking about, but I'm just kind of curious uh, about your life, how you came along this road. Which came first, the spirituality or the uh, the therapy training?
So the spirituality, I've been saved since 15, but even though I was saved at 15, I got saved, started speaking in tongues, got hit with the power of the Holy Ghost. So I accepted Jesus Christ as my Lord and Savior, and a pastor prayed over me. But right after I did that, I started reading the Good News Bible and was studying the Word. But right after I did that, like an old school cat came up to me, and he was like, I'm going to mold you and make you into the woman I always wanted. And I bit. Like, he came with bait and I bit. There was no father in the house, so I was like, okay. And then he was a drug dealer. He kept giving me money and just offering these things to me. So my mom was like, okay, I can't take it anymore. I'm about to pack up your stuff. You got to go live with your dad in Arkansas. As she packed up my things, I ran the shower water, jumped out the window, and I went to go live with this drug dealer.
Oh wow.
So after I even experienced my spirituality and speaking in tongues and knowing God, I still chose to do something totally different and to go out there in that wild world. I seen so much happen. I got shot in my leg out there in them streets. I ended up getting pregnant by this dude at 16. I had the baby, a little girl, my only daughter, and she dies. I got to bury her. And
Wow.
so many different traumatic things happen in my life, but spirituality was first before I decided to make the wrong choices. And then now I have 3 sons, but I don't have a daughter, to this day. However, it was a lot of different choices that I made because I dropped out of high school. So many different things happened. I started smoking weed. He hit me. My first domestic violence case was with him. He socked me in the chest. I knocked the wind out of my chest. So many different things happened. The only thing that blessed me to turn my life around was when he got caught up and went to jail because of selling the drugs. So then I went back to high school and they said, hey, we have a chance for people to go to college. So they start recruiting for Langston University out in Oklahoma. And I was like, let me sign up. Let me fill out this application. And I got accepted into Langston University at HBCU in Oklahoma and packed up a cardboard box at 18 and went to Oklahoma, stayed out there for 6 years and got my degree in criminal justice and corrections.
Okay.
So even though I was going through all that, God knew my heart. He knew my heart.
So it sounds like the stuff that you're speaking on, that you've been speaking on, that you're teaching on, from Love Thyself, it's exactly what you were saying. It came from your life experience. You've walked the road, and now your mission is to take others along that journey.
Exactly.
That's excellent. T, you real quiet over there, man. You usually got the most questions.
Very quiet.
Well, it's only because I'm late to this party, and so I'm sitting back and I'm letting our guests do the talking and letting you do the talk, because you know what she said so far. I feel like if I come in now and start asking questions, it's going to be like a repeat of stuff. Yeah. And so I'm just following back. I know my place. I know when to talk. I talk when you say my name.
Wow.
Yeah. You see, that's,
wow.
that's something that people got to learn.
Growth.
Don't ever say his name then.
Yeah. Say my name. Say my name. Yeah.
Okay. So I started a watch party on my Facebook page.
Now, I'm gonna ask, where about are you at in LA?
So I live in Santa Monica, 4 blocks away from the ocean. God has blessed me.
Wow. Yes, you are blessed to be living that close to the ocean in California.
Extremely blessed.
Yeah. Well, you have no idea.
Like loan me $5.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what I'm talking. That kind of blessed.
Wow. Yeah. No, that has to be beautiful.
That's the one thing I miss about California is the smell of the ocean when you're getting close there.
Yeah. You miss that rent?
No, I don't.
Oh,
no.
No, not at all. Yeah. So, Kisa, people are asking how they can get in contact with you on the social media.
So I'm on Instagram at Love Thyself Radio Show. I think it's Love Thyself Radio Show on Instagram. And my Facebook, I'm on a Facebook fast right now, so I deactivated Facebook, but it's Sis Kisa Carter.
Oh, okay. That's why I couldn't find it.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, my bad. So
I thought when you said you were on a fast, you just wasn't on it. I didn't know you suspended it too.
Yeah.
Like you wasn't playing.
Self-control. And so yeah, right now, but my Instagram is up and popping on at Love Thyself Radio Show on Instagram on my IG. And let's see what else. Twitter, I believe is Love Thyself Show. And 855-LUV-SELF if they want to talk to me live. 855-LUV-SELF. Love Self in order to talk to me live. So yeah.
Excellent. All right. You got some more music for us?
Yep, commercial song.
All right. So we're going to play a song. We got a little quick commercial break. He just said it. I don't know why I'm reiterating what he just said.
Yeah.
It's the Humble Kingz Radio Show. We'll be right back.
Know your place.
NLB, praise dance,
Praise
period. And you are listening to the Humble Kingz Radio Show.
You didn't even know I was singing along with that, did you?
I did. I did.
Oh, never mind then. I thought I was blending.
Blending like mine.
Hear my cry? If I scream in the darkness.
So, I feel like next show we should do like a. Is this one of those songs that got sent to you? Or is this a different song?
Every song we playing this been sent.
Okay. I was gonna say we should do a spotlight.
You might as well say it's spotlight because all these songs for the next 2 shows are sent.
It's just one of them days. I don't wanna be seen, no need for the sun rays. Y'all don't really wanna feel my pain. If I died tomorrow, y'all wouldn't care, no way. Just me, myself, and I, and all the lies the enemy makes me believe them. But no matter how hard I try, I can't deny it's life worth living next season. I don't wanna be here no more. Tell me, is it the best of my life gets? I just wanna call it quits right now. Go into town, I ain't even made it out of bed yet. Hey.
Darkness, could anybody hear my cry?
take me away. I don't wanna feel it no more, cause the pain won't go. Don't nobody wanna hear me complain, that's a lot the front door. Feeling so low, I don't wanna waste your time, so I think that it's best I go. Should I take these pills, should I grab that blade? Matter of fact, think I got a gun in the top drawer.
Samantha said she liking this
I ain't
one.
mean to bring tears, and my pops been gone, but deep down I be wishing that my daddy's still here. The girl that broke my heart, I apologize that it wasn't worth your time. So I'm gonna take this nine with the tears in my eyes. Holy Spirit said,
If I scream in the darkness, could anybody hear my cry?
So I think everything that's playing tonight, guys, you'll have to find on maybe on Spotify if they own Spotify. These are all songs that were sent to us, so I don't know how new they are. There's a couple of them that's been in my email for a couple of months, and I missed them somehow.
It happens. But I didn't get emails like crazy.
So like, I'm loving like whoever he got on this hook.
Mm-hmm.
It's like she's singing,
Singing to you?
like delicately and powerfully.
Okay.
Like I know that this would be a song that my daughter would love.
Definitely. I can hear her rocking that song.
No, I'm sorry. I meant one of the twins, but you're right.
Oh.
I thought you meant your older daughter too, bro.
Yeah. This sounds like something that she, like her singing.
You think so?
I do.
Oh, then she stopped singing. I'm sitting there trying to.
You try to listen to
She's
it.
got one of those like
Scott Sims
like,
here, and you are
I don't
rocking
know the
the
word,
Humble
like
Kingz, Omaha's
soft
number
but
one Christian
forceful
hip hop radio show.
voices.
Okay, I feel what you're saying. Yeah. She
Are
does.
you tired of hip hop sounding like this?
Poopity scoop.
Scoop-dee-dee whoop. Whoop-dee scoop-dee poop.
So we're gonna get a new commercial.
If so,
I just
listen
thought
to the
about
Humble Kingz radio
I
show.
was just thinking of
Omaha's
like,
number one Christian
I want to talk about it on air. I want nobody to steal it.
You guys want to Kisa to do a drop before?
Yeah, we can
drop the show. Are you okay with that?
Yeah.
Omaha's number one Christian hip hop radio show, The Humble Kingz.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Salvation plan.
T, I gotta say, man, I was listening to that Yippee Ki-Yay.
Yeah.
Like when I was pulling in, way better live.
You think so?
Way better live.
Really?
Yes. Way better live.
That's crazy because I thought it was way better mixed.
I don't think so.
I guess I'm on the other side of the mic, so
Yeah. I was gonna talk about that on the next show.
Okay. Yeah. Let's do that. That's great. Yeah.
Delicate but powerful.
I've been changing up my lifestyle. Like, you know, to eat and stuff. Running out of breath on stage.
You a vegan?
No, I ain't say all that. No, man. No. Nah, as a matter of fact,
we talked about this last week.
Quite the opposite.
Yeah.
You know,
You're on a high fat diet.
yeah, high fat, high protein.
What is that, keto?
Really, yeah, but it's really more. It's really more so about the proteins than it is the fats. But it's just that like it burns off the. Like, so you're burning off the fat instead of the carbs that are left sitting dormant in your body and so forth. So I cut out all the sugars and carbohydrates. Like I haven't had a soda or juice. Or all the sugar that I get comes from fruit now.
Nice.
From certain fruit, like I don't eat grapes. Like I gotta eat berries. You know, like it's weird.
Why?
Grapes are apparently high in carbs. They're not a.
Interesting.
Yeah, I didn't know
Is that like a keto diet?
Yeah,
Low carb?
Yeah, it's keto. With intermittent fasting, man, I've already lost like I haven't weighed myself. Really
hate intermittent fasting.
Yeah, Christina said she was asking that. Is it a keto diet?
Yeah, it is keto. So it's keto and intermittent fasting that I've been doing along with some exercising. You know what I'm saying? And so yeah, I've been getting in. I lost a little weight, you know, a little little bit. I'm trying to.
You doing cardio or strength training?
Both. Can I say that? I've been doing both.
Okay.
Because I got some dumbbells at the house now that I've been using, but then like also like I've been, today was my last day of my job, but I was doing a fitness club there, working out with these students, man. You should have seen like the first day I was there, like dude, like I was just dying, and but these last 2 times that I went, it's like I was on top of it, like I was hanging in there, made it all the way through this Tabata exercise.
Insert Rocky montage.
Yeah, that's how I was feeling. Yeah, come on. Yeah, man. So I'm just saying, I'm just trying to make it a hot boy summer. When trying to. I ain't saying I'm gonna have a 6-pack.
You're right.
But it's gonna be like a,
You on your any minio? You trying to get
paid
for your honeymoon?
What you trying to do? Take the shirt off on stage?
No, I ain't trying to do that. No. I'm trying to wear a muscle.
He's gonna start wearing white beaters.
like nah. We don't call them that. They tanks.
Yeah, I felt bad for saying that.
Yeah, you said it. He was like, somebody was triggered.
That's all I know it as anymore. But yeah, tank tops.
Yeah.
Sleeveless shirts.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm start doing that. Start walking around here like Eddie Long used to. No, I'm just playing. I'm not gonna do that. Cut my hair and get a curl. Let me stop.
Humble Kingz Radio Show.
And we are back.
Yes, it is what you think it is.
I love it. Nice.
It's like, is that? Yes. Lights, camera, action. Anyway.
Folks, don't backslide listening to this background music. Okay? Stay safe. Not just joking.
You are funny. I like it. I'm digging it.
Yeah.
All right. So anyway, what are we talking about?
I'm about to say, it's on y'all. Listen, I'm the late guy. So
I like putting people on the spot. So, Kisa, who do you have for the Super Bowl?
She's from California.
So
she don't even like.
So,
she likes the Patriots.
But
she doesn't like football.
I have 3 sons.
Okay.
And I was born in Boston. One of my sons, his team is the 49ers. That's his favorite team. He hasn't changed.
Yeah.
And he's been, sticking to it.
Yep.
My other son, of course, he likes Seattle Seahawks, and he's been sticking to it. My other son likes Cleveland Browns.
Yep, that's okay.
Usually, I'm a Patriot fan, but
yes, that's what I'm talking about.
Too.
So my homeboy, he plays for Tennessee Titans, so I wish they would have, went ahead and won that one so that they could have won. But I don't know, between Kansas City Chiefs and the 49ers, I'm going to have to say I think I'm going for the 49ers.
There we go. Because everybody out here in the Midwest is being very disrespectful right now. Very disrespectful out here.
They on the Chiefs team. Yeah, Kansas is real close to Nebraska, right?
It is, yeah.
Right to the south. In my defense, I don't even really watch football like that. I'm just going to I'm at the Super Bowl party for the chicken. So if I talk trash about whatever team people like that's around me, I'm just going to talk trash to get under their skin. I like triggering people. So when I'm around Jay Reed, shout out Jay Reed, I'm talking trash about the Chiefs.
Hey, real quick, if you listening before the game at Greater St. Paul, we do a thing every Sunday. Starts at 5:00 at the Worship Center. It's called Faith Football and Faith Fellowship and Football. That's what we call it.
Okay.
And so we bring a potluck. We put up a big old projector. I bring in my speakers and we sit and watch the game.
Hey, I got a real legit question.
Yep.
Will there be chicken?
Yes, of course it's gonna be chicken, bro. Come on, it's gonna be like 4 different.
I'm going for the Super Bowl.
It's gonna be like 4 different type of chicken.
I'm just gonna pop in and grab some chicken and pop out. I'm gonna get the game.
Come on in, so everybody's invited. We're not recruiting or anything. Just coming in to watch football with a bunch of people that say.
Oh, I got another important question.
Man, that's good.
Is it free chicken?
Yeah, it's a potluck, so people are just bringing in. So
okay.
That means
you could be my guest. You could be my guest.
Say words.
Guests don't have to bring food. You can bring my guest.
I like that.
Anybody out there listening on the radio, just come. If you show up, just say Flyness sent me.
Flyness sent me. They'll be at the door.
From the Humble Kingz. Flyness sent me.
Can help you with.
Yeah, only if you're going for the 49ers though. If you're not, then don't show up.
Hey, yo, for that chicken, I'll wear a 49ers shirt. And it won't be a jersey. It'll be a shirt. I'm
crazy.
I'll go to Walmart.
Hey, so Tim just popped into the watch party. Tim Moore. Shout out to Tim Moore.
What's up, Tim?
Has he been on the show ever?
Yes.
Yeah.
When?
How do you not remember that? At the church.
I'm about to say we was in the basement of St. Matthew.
Yeah. It was like it was last year, February, because we were talking about black movies and TV shows.
Okay. Okay.
Show us.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember
Show
that.
us. Dang, we came a long
that
way
was a
in a
while
year.
ago.
Mhm.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
Dope.
So yeah, so shout out to everybody. Shout out to Ray Styles. We performed last week on Friday at the lounge. I don't remember what it was called.
So Sozo, I mean, now you got me calling it Sozo, not
No,
Sozo.
something lounge in Benson.
Shaking my head.
Yeah.
Yeah,
golly,
it's all in
my
my head, but I can't think of it. But anyway, man.
Shout out to y'all.
Is it Lookout?
Shout out to Ray Styles. He killed it. No, well, watch it. Something with a W. Now, it's not in my head. But anyway, yeah, he killed it. We ended up going second to last. We were supposed to go second. We ended up going second to last. So I ended up sitting backstage majority of the time.
Yeah.
I forgot what it was to just sit and watch
And well, you know, for
rappers who these days who are just cursing for no reason. Just that was a little rough.
They got a reason.
Yeah, no, it was.
What's the reason?
They're sinful.
Yeah.
Hey, no.
It was a little rough.
Hey, but you know, like I gotta say, like for an artist though, like when you gotta wait that long and you actually have good music, it actually makes your performance better because now you can see what everybody else did, and it makes you push a little bit harder.
Yeah.
Not necessarily as a competition. It's just that at this point now you pumped and hyped and you ready to go.
Yeah.
And, so,
And I can remember because we're in a bar, you know.
Oh, this was for that birthday party?
Yeah.
I wanted to go to that, but I had to work. Dude,
Oh
I
my
worked
goodness,
so
he
many
killed
hours
it.
last week. Man, it's ridiculous.
He even changed the way he does it. You know, usually he does that intro.
Yeah.
He moved that intro to the end.
Really?
Yeah, because he's giving me the order, and I'm like, he ain't doing the intro today. So, but he was like, no, we're gonna do it to the end. So he was like, this is what I want you to do. It's like after this song, we're gonna say thank you, have a good night, blah blah. I'm gonna walk off, and then you gotta hype it up and say you can't leave him like that. So I had to hype it up, throw the horns, everything. No, Ray, you can't leave him like that. You can't leave him.
You had a mic too?
I had a mic, bro.
Nice. What song did he do?
Did he came out? It was this intro song. And then it's just the intro where it's like music playing where he usually just dancing. So he came out, slid on the floor.
Oh, he's dancing.
My man Ray.
Yeah, but then and then we did the Comedy Mafia on Saturday at Sozo Coffee House, which was real funny. You guys missed it.
Speaking of, I need like all of those comedians' contact info because we need features for Good Vibes that aren't rappers.
Oh, definitely, I will get those to you because I have a lot of those.
It was all clean, right?
As a rapper, I concur.
Yeah, at Sozo, nothing can't be. You can't do anything. Everything has to be clean at Sozo anyway.
For sure, yeah.
It's a Christian spot.
ABC Family, not Comedy Central.
So yeah, real good. Everybody came in with their A game. Funny. My head was hurting by the end of the night because I was laughing so much.
Yeah.
Ben Webb, real good guy. We got to get him on the show. Real funny guy. He want to come on the show. He watches the show. He sometimes watch live. But he usually always share it.
I don't know, man. I don't want nobody coming over here showing me how funny I'm not.
Yeah. That's why we need him on the show because he ain't funny. No.
Have him come into the next recording session.
But yeah, shout out to everybody that was out there that was doing it. It was real good. So, that's my third comedy show. We got another one getting ready to come up. As soon as I get the date, I'll let you know. I was just telling my wife when I was leaving, I was like, man, look at this. Like, look at this. Last night, I got the DJ, for Ray Styles, just watching him perform, just in amazement, and then the next night, I'm involved in this whole Christian hip hop scene in Omaha, just about, not with every Christian hip hop artist, but majority of us.
Then came a long way, bro.
Yeah, and then the next night, I'm like, now I'm somehow got into this comedy scene, clean good comedy scene. That's only God can do that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's true.
And
breaking down doors.
Shout out to everybody who let me DJ for them.
Oh no, man.
Real quick.
I appreciate you.
Yeah, no, real quick.
Hey, I appreciate you.
Because Ray was telling me, he's like, he's testing me, he's calling me. He was like, man, I really appreciate what you're doing for me and everything. And I don't get to tell you guys, like when I first approached, when I first started, and I was like, hey, I'm a DJ, blah, blah, blah. I was scared to try to approach people to see if you wanted me to DJ for you. Because I didn't want you to feel like I was trying to ride off of you.
Mm-hmm.
Like where you were already going, like, oh, let me jump on you because you're almost there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, and I don't feel that way when you guys, I'm like, you guys really want me there.
Well, that's because we're not almost there.
Yeah, well,
No, I'm sorry.
No, but like you really want me there, and obviously I'm doing a good job that you keep calling me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, you know, I do appreciate you guys do call. I know you guys say all the time you appreciate me, but I appreciate you guys calling me. And that's what I said all the time. Like, you know, when you go, man, I really appreciate what you do. Man, I appreciate you guys calling me.
Yeah, I started to say something, but then I
you could have said it.
Oh no, I was gonna say start charging us. Calls a stop. No, I'm joking. No, for real. No, hey, no, I love what you do, man. And like I said, like honestly, like there's a. I'm not even trying to be funny. Shout out to my man Ryan Martinez who does the sound for us.
Yeah.
For the open mic, but it's not the same as when you there on stage with us. We was talking about how like the last show that we did with all of us on the stage like that, like it would have been so much better.
Oh yeah, I wish I could have been there
with the DJ up there. And I know you could. We understand that. We ain't even knocking that.
Yeah.
Like, man, family always gonna come first.
No, it's funny because I was listening to dang it, what's that radio show with DJ Envy? The Breakfast Club. So I'm listening to the Breakfast Club, and he's talking about how he used to DJ for Fosse Brown, and he was like, yeah, I used to DJ for her, and she got like $70,000 off this one show, and she's passing out envelopes for money and stuff like that. He's like, yeah, I got my envelope, and he was like, it was $300 in there. I was like, oh, that's cold. That's cold. And I was like, nobody better ever do that to me.
Nah.
Come on, like at least 5%. You could have gave bro 5%.
Well, then I'd actually have to ask though, like, what was your agreement ahead of time?
True.
Like you know what I'm saying? Because like if she agreed to pay you a certain percentage of that 70,000, then like yeah, but like if you were doing that show and there was no agreement for payment, she dropped you $300. You just got blessed. Go get you a bucket of chicken and relax.
This is true.
What's with me and chicken tonight? I must be.
Yeah, right. Look, you want some chicken?
I'm not watching the time. But should we like get some music going?
We should get another music, and then we get into our closing.
We're closing. All right. We'll be back.
That's just how you say it there, huh?
Yep.
Omaha's #1 Christian hip hop radio show, The Humble
I'm out of
Kings.
practice. Hey. All right, Kisa, we're gonna put you on the spot with this one. You still there?
Yeah. Yes,
okay. So in our closing session, when we have someone that we feel is, I'm gonna say is worthy. I know that's completely wrong. So we have a segment called Church Excuses, and I'm gonna be put on the spot too because I haven't been here in so long. We want you to invite DJ Flyness to your church. Give all the information on it, when it is, where it is. We know it's not in Omaha, which is actually a good thing because it's a good thing because we have listeners all over the internet, all over the world through the internet. So give the information on your church, invite him to church, and he's going to give you an excuse why he can't come to church. And you'll give a rebuttal for why he needs to come to church, despite that excuse. All right, I'll be right back.
Yes, sir.
Hey, so Flyness, that like those comedy shows, man, y'all be having like little musical breaks?
On the first one we did, they did. Andre had performed. That's actually how I got into it from Andre.
Yeah.
So
I'm just saying, if they down for that ever again,
yeah.
You know, just let me know. You know, I'm right up the street. Man.
Yeah. The second one and third one, no. I just DJ before it starts, and you know, make sure everybody had their little intro music to come out to. Somebody wanted lights, camera, action. That's why I got it.
Who wanted that?
What was dude's name? Who wanted? I can't even remember who wanted that.
It's like I'm feeling backslidish. Can you
No, they all come out.
No, I'm
they all
joking.
come out with regular beat. Even before on the first one, nobody asked me, and I downloaded a bunch of known tracks. I'm like, it's a comedy show, you know. And then after that, everybody was like, oh, we got to hit up the DJ to get an intro song to come out. So,
right.
Yeah.
Sometimes, man, I know Cassie making that part of their routine.
Mm-hmm.
So, Keitsa, you still there?
Yes.
Hey, so I missed a good portion of the beginning. So what exactly do you do?
So I'm a therapist by trade. I have a business by the name of Love Thyself Social Services. And then I also work for the federal government as a social worker.
You can't zoom in.
And I had my own radio show, Love Thyself
Not
Radio
after it's
Show,
already live.
with Minister Keisha at Stevie Wonder station out here in LA.
Okay.
You see Christine was calling.
That was coming on Sunday.
Oh, yeah.
So that's what I do. So I married mental health and spirituality.
Okay, I can dig it. I mean, I picked up on like the mental health and the spirituality part. Just wondering what you did, like how you did it professionally or what have you. So, I'm certainly glad you came onto the show today to talk about that. Because it's definitely a neglected area, especially within the black community when we talk about mental health.
Yeah. It's definitely a missing component.
Yeah.
It's known to be taboo. People don't want to talk about it because you know that old saying, what goes on this house stays in this house. Don't talk about our business.
Yeah.
But it's something that needs to be talked about because people are not talking. They're suppressing their feelings, and then they wanting to go blow their brains out. So,
Oh, yep. I'm gonna cut you off right here because we're about to come back. Sorry.
All right, I got one.
So
Omaha's number
doing
one
Church's
Christian
Crew?
hip hop radio show, The Humble Kings.
And we are back.
Like all of your favorite movies from the 80s, because all they're doing is remaking everything.
That's true. That's so true.
Yeah.
So
That's it. That's all I got.
Christina wanted to know if she can make a to-go play. Is that what?
No, she was saying.
She wants a to-go play.
Yeah. Well, you
for the Super
cannot
Bowl
because
party.
you're a Cowboy fan. I know.
Somebody got it.
All right. We're going to go ahead and close this show out. We appreciate everybody that's been listening so far. And we're going to go to church excuses. So, Keisha, if you don't mind, will you invite our very own DJ Flyness to your church?
yes, come on out, DJ. Come on out to the church. Come out to Inglewood in the hood where it's all good. And to
Hey.
the radio station. We would like to have you come and celebrate the Lord with us. Come on out.
I can't come over there. I've done some unforgivable things, and I just can't go to church.
Well, God will meet you right where you're at. So it doesn't matter how unforgivable it is. You can come from the gutter of the earth and done any sin that the world may have never heard of. You're still invited to come.
Just bring your own dirty butt on in.
Yeah.
Bring your sinful tail on in and have a seat. Don't matter what you did.
What you got, T? What you got, GT?
She said it. There's no sin that's unforgivable. Jesus died for all sins. So come to church.
That's it.
Yeah.
Get saved.
Signed, sealed, delivered.
Life is short.
Yeah.
You know?
You could die tomorrow.
Yeah.
On your healthiest of days, you are sick enough to die.
Yeah. Prayers up to Kobe
I
Bryant's
was just
family
about
and
to say
everybody
that.
in
Dang.
it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Dang.
Life is just that short.
Yeah.
Yep. All right.
You got anything?
Keita, one more time, let the folks know where they can find you real quick, please.
Yes. Thank you so much, family, for having me. My name is Sister Keisa or Minister Keisa, known as Love Thyself Coach. I'm a therapist by trade. You can look me up on Instagram at Love Thyself Radio, or you can connect with me at 855-LUV-SELF, 855-LUV-SULF, Love Self, and connect with me. I'm your girl. Holla at your girl. She hollers back. I'm here to help you with mental health and spirituality, help you be healed, whole, and well in every area of your life. God bless you, and thank you so much, Humble Kings, for having your girl, Sister Keisa, on the show. I appreciate it, and God bless you, brothers.
No problem.
That's
Thanks for
what's
coming.
up. Good night to everybody. I think we might be a little short, so we'll play a song just in case.
Dope. Sounds good.
Yeah.
Sounds great.
Hey,
I think we're short.
So this is like a little snippet, little tidbit for the people that are listening live. We're about to go over to the Instagram for, what do you guys call it?
The Instagram show.
I
I just made that up. I don't even know where I get this stuff from.
The sneak peek.
The sneak peek.
The
The Humble
sneak-
Kings.
You get a
sneak
little
peek.
sneak peek on what's coming up for next week for the Humble Kings. Come over to Humble Kings Radio on the gram, and we got the after show going on over there.
Word.
Yes, so let's get to the song and get out of here.
Grace and peace.
Go Niners.
Yeah.
Hey, before we go, you said all those songs that we're playing today are submissions that we've gotten from email for people that are submitting tracks for the show.
Correct.
And what would be that email address?
DJ Flyness at jamwatsmedia.com.
Amen.
Or you can do humblekingsradio at gmail.
Oh, okay.
.com.
.com. Either one, but if you want to send it to DJ Flyness, because he needs the tracks anyway, I just forward them to him.
He just forwarded to me.
Yeah.
I just want to make sure they get through.
He's not the father. There's more than one way to get to him.
Amen.
Amen.
All right, good night.
Grace and peace.
Omaha's #1 Christian hip hop radio show, The Humble Kings.
Shawn Michaels, you are not it. Yeah.
What?
There's somebody at my church, his name is Shawn Michaels.
Oh, okay.
He's in the watch party and he said go Niners.
That's what's up, Shawn Michaels. You got a song for me to play?
Get out of here. You're not invited.
Hey, so that's something. City Lights speaking on something, right?
What?
City Lights, somebody. It was like an event.
I don't know nothing about City Light.
Not City Light. My city.
My city? My city's always doing stuff. We're doing Super Bowl parties. We're doing groups. We're launching a downtown campus to slow down.
You know what, Eric Wallace?
Yeah.
He inboxed me.
He's the pastor for the downtown campus.
Right, so there's supposed to be like a lunch, right?
Yeah, the launch is next Sunday on the 9th.
Okay. Yeah, I told him I was interested. But what time is the lunch? Is that a.m.?
11 a.m. No, 10 a.m.
10 a.m.?
Yeah.
I might not be able to make that.
Yeah, I get it.
Even if you only 40-something years old, I love it when you talk about Christ.
Like if I got a preach that morning, I might not be able to make it.
So beautifully, you sound just like a
If you can make it though, man, come check it out. Keisha, you still there?
Yes, sir.
Awesome.
You guys, I appreciate it.
Anytime. Thanks for rocking with us. We got some love for your song. We appreciate you coming in and sharing some of your story and your background and the stuff that you represent. Like I said, well, he reiterated it, that mental health piece is very vital for the world today. We all know that. So thank you so much for everything that you do. You too. I'm still working on getting those emails for you. I'll make sure I get those sent to you.
Oh, please do. Thank you. I greatly appreciate it.
No problem. You have a good night.
All right, good night.
Good night.
Grace and peace.
You like the trees that blows in the swag of my flow.
Talking about trees?
Just about the tree of life.
Oh.
Not the tree of knowledge. Not the trees of
Tree of knowledge of smoking trees.
For real.
Dang.
You need to play that. Ooh. Yo. What you think?
I got a call for.
I'm trying to figure out why not do that. Why not take that out of the game? That don't make sense.
Let me tell you what I think about it.
Black history. You need to revisit some Kirk Kennedy.
Kirk Kennedy.
Sure.
Joints like trees.
Stay talking about trees.
I'm saying, like, it made me think about it. This song. Another song called Woke. There's another song called Rednecks. Have you heard this Rednecks ass?
No.
Yeah, you probably can't play that one on the radio.
I was about to say, it sounds like something I can't play.
It's something you should play though, but you can't play it.
I beat you in your dreams, and we can exchange love letters like we were teens. Yeah, I mean.
What campus you go to for my city?
I'm going to be going to the downtown campus once that starts.
Maybe you can see it.
Right now it's just the central campus.
And I really appreciate you. And I thank God for you. Being this day for life.
I was saying, dang, because I just got a call for Post Malone. They're loading in on Friday. And then apparently that set's staying up all through like the weekend until Tuesday.
You gonna go help set that up?
I can't. I got to work.
Oh, I thought that was your job.
It's a part-time job. Probably working my full-time job.
Oh, okay. I feel you.
You know, I don't know nothing about them.
So I'm like on call part time now with my job. Like, you know, it's like, man,
Oh my lord, I'm finished with these bus downs.
I can't get the schedule that they actually offer. But like I got it set up to where like I'm a sub.
Got all these other
Yeah.
So like if like for example, I already got like a schedule like on from the 11th to like the 18th. Got to put in Saturdays and Sundays, of course. But like when I'm covering for a teacher who's gonna be out of town and whatnot, that's pretty cool. But I think like what's dope. Like on my last day, what's really dope is I've been there for like 4 years, right? And like I took my job and like my relationship with those people like very seriously. But more so like my big thing was kind of show them like how Christians should be. And I've had wonderful many opportunities to preach the gospel, which I can always talk about. But like, I got some great stories from that, like actually explicitly sharing the gospel. But the great majority of my witness there was how I acted and how I responded, you know what I'm saying, and so forth. And so like leading was like hard. Like me leading was like hard for like a lot of people. And it was like, dude, like and it was crazy. Like I've had people come to me and say like, you know, like, if it wasn't for you, I would have quit like a long time ago.
Wow.
You know, and so, but what I really want to get at is, it's like, so, before I left, this one teacher who also got fired, she gives me a card. You know, she wasn't even there that long, but she gives me a card. She was just like, she basically says, like, you know, like, because of you, she's like, you inspired me to be a better Christian. I feel like that's dope. And my whole thing was, it's like, man, like if everything that I've done, like pointed people to Christ, pointed people to God, and showing like what God can do. Because I love when they ask, like, why are you the way that you are? I said, oh, it's the grace of God. Let me tell you what happened. Like, this is what I used to be, or this is how I used to be. Especially when it came to a job that was firing me. Like back in the day, like about 2 years ago, if a job told me I got one more week there with them, I'd have quit that day.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'd have walked out, I'd have left all that work that I had to do undone, like all of that, you know. But like it's different now because of what God has done, like in my life. And it was like, man, if all I did was just like glorifying, it's like that whole like let your light shine thing and so forth. And so I feel satisfied about everything that I did in this job. You know, and it's like maybe it's time for me to go somewhere else and maybe possibly do that same thing. But like I learned a lot about how effective our witness is just by how we treat people, how we respond to people, you know, all of that. And I just, you know, I'm gonna miss that job. I really am. Everybody being like all these daggone cars and stuff, man. Like students was like, "Did you read my card?" And I was like, "Nah," because I knew that like if I'd opened up that card, like I was gonna. Like the waterworks is gonna come.
Junior, what's up, bro?
Dang, like,
Make sure we film that.
Yeah.
Nah,
so we can put it on the show.
Nah, we not. You talked about it on the radio, man. We gotta film it.
Nah,
Do you have a printer?
Tomorrow.
Yeah.
Tomorrow.
Can you print this?
I should put the paper in. I think we're out of paper.
Hey, you ain't never got two things that match. Kool-Aid, no
First
sugar.
of all, it takes three things for this. We
Peanut
got the
butter,
printer
no
and we got the internet.
Oh.
We just ain't got the paper. All right.
Funny. All right. You play another song?
That's it.
All right. We getting out of here. Facebook, love y'all. Thanks for rocking with us. Everybody that hopped into the watch party, appreciate y'all. Everybody that's commented, appreciate y'all. Shout out to YouTube, Twitch, Periscope. What's the other one? Twitter.
Twitch. You said Twitch?
Smashcast. Yep. We're going to Instagram, so at Humble Kingz Radio.
No, HKZ.
I changed it. I didn't know that you changed them.
All of them say HKZ.
I changed it.
Radio.
I might have changed it back.
Oh my goodness.
I don't know. I saw it and I was like, that's not what that's not the email. So
yeah,
I didn't know that
because all the handles, some of the handles can't be long like that.
Gotcha.
So you already had one HKZ Radio, so I was like, I'm just gonna change them all to HKZ Radio.
HKZ Radio. Hold on. Wait like 2 minutes. I'm gonna change it on. I'm gonna change it back on Instagram.
Jeez, man.
We
Love
out.
y'all.
Peace.